Okay. So let's go find Pippa again. Oh, I think that was her right there. Awesome.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Pepper, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
But you're doing something important here. For all the patients who need your help.
We save lives, sure. Each time we send a cured patient home, it's a relief beyond words. But since the epidemic, I feel so powerless.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
I mean, it still shows one more. But at the same time, I have that other one that doesn't. Okay. Oh, yeah, I got more dead out here. And bodies to loot. Crumpled letter. Dear love, I finally found the missing money for the fee asked by the ambulance driver to bring you to the hospital. Don't worry about nothing now except getting better, for I took care of everything. I asked some of our neighbors, and they told me that this Mr. Hooks is something of an honest crook. He may ask for extra money in exchange for a bed, but the bed is unguaranteed. I'm sorry I refused to pay first, and I realize now that the important thing is that you get better soon. The Pembroke Hospital is a good place, I heard, despite the bad behavior of this Milton Hooks. I promise you that everything is okay now. I'll see you in your clean bed as soon as possible. Alright. So that's going to be a new hint for him. Can't go through that door. I still don't know, like, how much can I explore? I just saw some. I could have swore I just saw something. I don't know what it was though. Seeing people around. Oh, I can hear something. Might just be stuff rattling around. Oh, wrong target. That was, what's her face being watched, right? Small bag of junk.
Mine! I'll take it.
God, these guys are level 7. No wonder they're kicking my ass. Oh no. Oh god, they kicked my ass hard. Level 7, eh? Did it though. Unfortunately, the reason why that fight started off so badly, didn't realize they were in the room. I had hit A to pick up this letter on the thing, and he turned and hit somebody that I hadn't even seen was there. Survey mission. Object Vampire Activity Hospital Survey. Investigate. 3 days ago, one of our new recruits heard a rumor about the presence of a female vampire hiding in the Pembroke Hospital. All we have is our first name, Thelma. Your mission is to discreetly go there and observe any suspicious activity concerning said leech. Then report directly back to us, and we will decide what action should be taken. Alright. So now I guess we go and report back to Thelma. But we also need to enter the back garden, which I still don't know where that is. I'm assuming it's back here. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, this must be the garden here. Not seeing anybody back here, but oh, public notice. Prevent influence, cover, wear a mask, to make a mask. Okay, I don't know what that symbol means, so. Rogue Skull, level 6.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Oh god, I did not expect him to be that fast. Oh, fuck me. Ah, fuck. What happens if you die in this game? God, I hope I don't have to redo everything I've been doing. I hope it doesn't, like, advance me the next day or something. Okay, it doesn't seem... What exactly did it do? Okay, I mean, I've still got, I guess, all of my hints in that done, right? So what exactly did I lose by dying? Because as far as I can tell, I just gained health. Yeah, like, I mean, even that's still looted. So, do you really not lose it? Like, what happens when you die then? Okay. No, get off! Don't! How do you fucking... How do you block? I know that there's a fucking block button. But I don't know, because that does that. Fuck. Yeah, can't I? Huh. Okay. Well, actually, I might be able to go higher. No. God, there's more. Do I not? Alright, so I can't equip that if I have that there. Gameplay. What is block controls? Do I not have a block? Interactions, spring. Okay, so I don't actually have a block then. Alright. Which means that when I hit dodge and he grabbed me anyway, it was bullshit. See, like, I hit B, and he's just like, nah, I got you anyway, bro. What is the point of giving me a dodge if the dodge isn't going to actually let me fucking dodge? There's one. Things. I mean, it's not really a good way to fight, having to constantly retreat like that, but... A photograph of a smiling, loving couple with a few words written on the back, Milton and Pippa
So,
forever.
Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
Well, I mean, I found the wallet at least. Gotta remember to look up more often in case I can teleport somewhere. Oh, no, dude, I wanted you to... No. Fucking Christ. You know what? Fuck you, dude. Just fuck you. I wanted you to reload the shotgun, because, you know what? I was out of bullets. I didn't expect me picking them up would automatically reload the gun. Yeah, everybody's quarantined. Okay, and then I've been that way, but there was another building over here or something, I think, that was open. I mean, it slightly worries me that even, well, although at some point we'll rest and level up and theoretically get stronger, right? See, I can't even teleport up there, so it doesn't even let me teleport anywhere that I want to. Okay, well, this building seems to be fairly worthless. It must just be like a stopover building. But whatever. I cleared them out of the garden. Is that a storeroom, I guess? I haven't been in this room yet. Alright. So we must go see Milton. Ben should be out here.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Yep.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
Oh my, look at all these.
Tell me why you're extorting money from some of the patients here.
If a patient wants a bed, he'll have to pay me a little fee. That's all.
Where did you get the idea for such an immoral scam?
Funny you should ask. The first time it was from a patient who bribed me to get a bed. It's only then I realized I could make a fortune.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Admit it. Nurse Hawkins is more than your lover. She's also your partner in crime.
Of course she is. How else could I tell which bed is free? I need to know that.
Have you no shame?
Don't you see this city is crumbling down? Today people are ready to pay to get a hospital bed. Tomorrow we may be fighting for food.
Do you know that Nurse Hawkins is thinking of leaving the hospital?
That's not a surprise. We've talked about it already.
Does it not bother you?
Sometimes I think she may be right. We should run away while we can. Question is, where can we go? Where is it safe?
Okay. So does that mean I got all of his hints? It is.
Goodbye, Milton.
Wow, you could really level up quickly in this game then, couldn't you? Like, if you were going for, like, a kill everyone approach? I mean, I guess the only thing that you would have to do... Oof, because like I said, like, if you killed the wrong person too soon, then that could take away a hint for another...
Good evening,
for somebody else, right?
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Milton cheats patients out of their money at this hospital, Pippa. Are you his accomplice?
Yes, I am.
Is this your definition of being useful? By abusing the sick and poor?
No. It is my definition of getting out of this useless life once and for all.
Why do you do it?
Why not? Most of the sick who paid for a bed are already dead, or will be soon. Don't you see the futility of all this?
How can you be affected by the misery around you, and be so heartless at the same time? Which is the real you, Nurse Hawkins?
I could ask you the same question, Dr. Reed. Are you more real when you lie to a dying patient, or when you grant him useless medication?
Whose idea was it?
What difference does it make? We did it together, and I'm guilty as charged.
Answer my question.
It was my idea first, even though Milton would say it was his, to protect me.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, My faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes, Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Alright.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Okay, I think we got one more, and then we'll have, I guess, cleared, like, the first floor of the fucking hospital.
Good evening,
3
Miss
parts.
Howcroft.
It's been
How are
3
you?
parts running around the same area.
Warm, rich,
Which is
vibrant
great for a
blood.
game, but, I mean, at the same time, I don't know about for a Let's Play.
Tell me, Thelma, what do you really know about vampires?
I saw one and he saw me. I watched him hunt and kill. I saw his terrible wounds heal as his victim died. And then I knew I was saved.
You mean you actually saw a vampire? Here in London?
Yes. And it has been the answer to my pain. I must drink and kill to regenerate my decaying body. I am a vampire too.
You have no idea what problems your claim could cause if heard by the wrong people, Miss Howcroft. You must stop this nonsense now.
Why fear the truth? Strange things live in the dark, Dr. Reed. Strange and ancient beings that were here before this island even had a name.
Alright,
I'll leave
well,
you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I wonder what your last thoughts would be, sir.
Damn.
I wonder why the
Here
cosmetics
again.
came here in the
Let's see,
first
do I have
place.
anything else
Good
for
evening,
him now?
Mr. Elwood.
Evening.
I doubt it, but... Yeah.
Goodbye
Alright.
from...
I wish I could be sick.
Alright,
Feel my blood boil with the fever.
so that seems to be everything that's taking place on the first floor of the hospital. Once again, I don't know how much of this district I can, like, I don't know how much I can explore. And obviously I can get my ass handed to me, but once again, it didn't seem to really do anything. I mean, like, yeah, I died, but I didn't seem to actually lose anything at all. Like, it didn't advance time. Now, it's entirely possible that it didn't advance time purely because, like, I haven't done... Because, I mean, that was my best guess for what would happen, would be that it would advance time, right? And, because as... Okay. Because, like, as you advance time, obviously stuff changes, right? Where am I? I am here. Oh, hello. I think we have a new hideout. Sure do. Blood sample of William Bishop. Hey, I can now make a serum. Regenerate 300 health points instantly, then 150 over time. Okay. Recyclable. Okay. Wow. Okay. Treatments. Can I make a treatment for fatigue yet? I cannot. Nor for anemia, no nor for sepsis.
William
Alright,
Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching.
my dear mother, when you find this letter, I'll be gone. I want you to know that I don't leave because of you. I leave this world because of the crushing weight that existence puts upon me. These times are too much for me. Sometimes I feel like Baudelaire's verses have been written as an echo from my own heart, when the low, heavy sky weighs like a lid upon the spirit aching for the light, and all the wide horizon's line is hid by a black day sadder than any night. It's as beautiful as it is painful, Mother. I can't suffer it anymore. I don't want you to try to convince me, and it would only delay the inevitable, for I would do it again if by chance you managed to save me once.
The sun is about to
Oh,
rise.
that was Mortimer's
I
letter.
can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Okay, so that's good that I found his letter already. Surprising, but good. Vampires create their foul progeny with blood. We all know that. Some of us witness the process even, but what is really going on there? Is it the only way for a vampire to breed? Let's review what we know so far. When willing to create a progeny, a vampire will not bite, but give its blood to drink. Most of the victims die when bitten, but some of them survive and turn into leeches themselves. This only happens when they have assimilated the vampire blood one way or another. It is not the predator's bite, but its blood that infects the victim, who will turn if he or she survives the suffering of the metamorphosis. It also seems that a vampire can breed by having intercourse. The vampire mates to produce a child. Sexual intercourse between vampire and human rarely produce any birth, but some of them tried anyway. A vampire gestation is only a few weeks short, and the pain is almost unbearable for the mother. If she is mortal, she will not survive the birth. The vampire comes out of her womb by tearing apart her entrails. If the mother is a blood drinker, it will probably survive and regenerate. The newborn vampire will quickly grow and turn into an adult vampire in only a few months. I feel like that can't be true. I mean, for multiple reasons. Mainly, like, it's still growing a vampire, right? So it shouldn't, which is more or less a human. But, so it shouldn't be growing that much faster. Oh, it looks like we got some vampire hunters down there, so let's just peace out for now, because I don't want to fight them. I want to go turn this into Milton. Secondly, if vampires are supposed to be dead, but if they're having sex, that means that they have a pulse. Because obviously, you can't really do that without blood flow. Which means that they aren't undead. Oh wait, yeah, Milton. Not Milton, Mortimer.
My sweet girl. Reads me like a book.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
I have retrieved your letter, Mr. Goswick. I can assure you that nobody read it but me.
Thank you. This is for you, then. For your help. And for your silence.
I think you should talk to your mother. It would be good for both of you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. I'll think about it. Now please, let me be.
I've read your letter, Mortimer. You wrote about an unbearable feeling of despair while the world crumbles around you. Tell me more about it.
There's nothing more to say, really. It's hurtful, it's unbearable, and I don't ask anyone to understand what I feel.
Despair is a deadly poison I've tasted myself, sir. We're only tempted to drink it because we're terrified by the uncertainty of the next minute.
I know that perfectly, Doctor, for I waited for so long, hoping that the next minute would be less unbearable.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Oh, I think I've... Oh, no, he still has one more.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Oh god.
Mortimer is extremely vague as to his motivations for committing suicide. Tell me more about what you know.
As you say, Mortimer had no reason to die. All he said to me was that he wanted to make the world a better place, but couldn't.
What do you think he meant by making the world a better place?
Mortimer has always been a sensitive soul. He wouldn't talk to anyone for months after his father passed. It's like he carries everyone's sadness with him.
Why did your son feel so useless when facing the world?
I think it was more that he could only see the melancholy facets of life. He couldn't help but dwell on such things.
I have read your son's suicide note. It was not an impulsive gesture, nor was it his first attempt.
He threatened to kill himself a few times before. But I never thought he would dare to punish me this much.
Punish you? Why?
I've known for a long time he was not happy with his life. But I always hoped he cared enough to avoid making me suffer like this.
Do you realize your son could try to kill himself again? He might succeed next time.
I think about it every minute. But I won't stop fighting for my son's future. That's how much I love him.
You're right. Your son's death was not fatal. And unlike many on their own, he is lucky to have you by his side.
I can't give up on him. I just can't. I have conceded many times in my life, but giving up on my son is something I am incapable of.
I actually still need another hint. That's a surprise.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Okay, so now that we've talked to her, will this guy have another one?
Good evening.
I'm okay.
Your mother won't let you down, Mortimer. Don't you share her hope for a better future?
No. I don't.
Won't you even try?
Do you want me to promise you I'll get better? Do you want me to tell her the same thing? I could, but it would not change anything.
I have to go now.
Still has another hint. I wonder though. Last thing before we end the part is I kind of want to go around and see if I can get another eavesdrop on them. But I don't know if it's possible. Like, I don't know if I don't know if I have to do it at a certain time or... Oh, she's apparent. I got all of her clues, apparently. But I'm still missing one of his. No, it doesn't look like I can get another eavesdrop in, so... I don't know, it's possible that when I... Oh, you know what? No, actually, I was gonna say, what if I talk to one of the doctors, but I don't know that any of the doctors were talking about them.
Good evening.
And good evening.
Are you...
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Okay. Anything to say about...
Thank you for your...
I'm gonna call it good
How
then,
long
I
must
guess.
wait,
Alright.
damn it? Blaming me will not further your agenda, sir.
Alright, so yeah, that'll be it for this part then. Next part, we'll head up to the second floor of the hospital that we spent 3 parts in. Find our office in that, and probably sleep, like I said. I might look up to see, like, how often I should be sleeping, like, if stuff can get fucked. Well, because, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But that'll be it for this part anyway. Thanks everybody for watching, because we probably won't sleep, just because I want to explore as much as I can before sleeping, in the hopes that it'll help. I mean, there's always the chance that I'll just run into guys that are even stronger than level 6 and 7. But I'll look up to see exactly what it is that I lose when I die. So, thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next week for more.